Hello there, I'm Scotty. You're not, and we are continuing the Pick 10 2000s with the Thomas Jane Punish movie from 2004. I've seen this movie before, once before this. I remember what I watched it on. It was something. I watched it on, so I don't remember what it was, but I remember it being good. This is what I think of, like, people are like, oh, what's one of the best? Like, if you have to ask, what's a good standalone Marvel movie, something that's not a part of the MCU, not a part of the like an X-Men franchise or a Spider-Man franchise. This would be it. I think it. This is what comes to mind because I think it is great with the action sequences and everything, and I think Thomas Jane does a great job as Frank Castle, the Punisher. I think that John Travolta is a great villain as Howard Saint. I don't know if he's from the comics though. He's good. Yes, some great fight sequences, including one against Kevin Nash playing the Russian, which is his legal name, I guess. Fight set to the song London le mobile ad ogni evento. This is a fight set that fantastic. This movie shocked me the first time I saw it. I knew the basic premise was after his family is killed, Frank Castle goes for revenge. And by family, I thought it meant, oh, wife and kid, because I've seen the shot of the car coming to them, and then all of a sudden, it cuts, and they get run over. I thought that was it. No. I, when it says his family is killed, it means his entire family, like dad, cousins, everyone. His mom, killed everyone. Like, so what happens is Frank Castle is a part of the FBI or the cops or something, and they do this undercover sting, which leads to the death of one of Howard Saint's sons. In retaliation, and on his wife's command, basically, Howard Saint instructs his right hand man, played by Will Patton, to find Frank Castle, kill his entire family and him, and as punishment. So they show up on his island in Puerto Rico, and they start by shooting his mom, and just like go ballistic on everyone. We get a brief cameo from Roy Scheider as Frank Castle Sr., Frank's father, father of the Punisher, and yeah, he dies, of course. And when I was watching this today, I just thought to myself, watching this part, so there's a point. The mom and the daughter, the mom, his wife, played by Samantha Mathis from Super Mario Brothers movie. Samantha Mathis from the Super Mario Brothers movie, and uh, I think of it, American Psycho. She's in that one. Um, but uh, they're hiding underneath this place. No one can see them. They're underneath this deck or whatever. No one can see them. They're safe under there. And all these people are dying. But they decide, let's run for the car. Why would you run for the car when no one has found you yet? You're safe under there. They don't see you until you make a run for it. So if you had stayed down there, you'd probably still be alive. Ish. Like Frank gets killed, another route for vengeance. Like I don't know. Would they still keep looking for them? I guess they would, but I don't know. At least they would have lasted longer than they did. Because as soon as they take off, they go in the car, they chase down, and they try to make a run for the grandpa's boat, but they get run down. And yeah, Frank finds them after hijacking a motorcycle, and he is supposedly killed and left for dead, but he survives. rescued by this guy, someone he knows, and decides to go out for revenge. And he stays at this little apartment thing where he has his daily diet of whiskey, and that's it. Seriously, all he has is a bottle of whiskey and a shot glass. He just keeps drinking it. Like, that's it. It's Wild Turkey. Is that whiskey or is it bourbon? I think it's whiskey. But he keeps drinking that. And we meet some characters. We meet, Joan, played by Rebecca Romijn. I forgot she was in this. I also forgot Ben Foster is in this, playing this character as a bunch. Apparently, he's a character from the comics. I don't remember his name, but he has a bunch of piercings all over him, and I guess that's what the character looks like. But I'm sorry, don't do that. Don't put a bunch of freaking piercings on your lips. You look fucking stupid. Okay, don't pierce your lips. You look stupid. And if you're gonna pierce something, be your ears, okay? And with ears, it doesn't matter. You could do a stud, you could do a loop, and only once. Like, and I'm not talking about women. Like women, women like to do multiples. You should only do one. And women, you could do a loop. Guys, if you're gonna pierce your ears, it should only be one ear. And if you're gonna get a loop, fine. But a stud, I don't know. Guys, maybe for a guy a loop is, I don't know. What I'm saying, if you're gonna don't pierce your lip, don't pierce your nose right here. And if you're gonna get one here, do a little stud, not a loop, because that just looks weird with the loop sticking out. I even said that maybe eyebrows are okay, but I don't know. It just looks weird. I see these people sometimes have a whole bunch of freaking piercings, and I think, one, why did they do that? How can they do that? And it just looks so stupid to me. It just looks ridiculous. You look better with a bunch of tattoos. Don't tattoo your entire face. I hate tattoos. It's like, why would you do that? Why would you tattoo your entire face? It ruins your face. Like, it's permanent, right? And you do realize if you want to eventually get rid of that, your face is one of the most sensitive parts of your body. It's your face, your hands, the palms of your hands, the bottom of your feet, and then private parts, and your nipples. Those are the tender parts. I'm moving on a tangent I didn't want to go on, but just come on. So you have Ben Foster, he's in this, and you have this other guy who I thought I noticed from other stuff, but I looked up what he was in and I couldn't. He plays like Bopo or Dopo or I don't know. And apparently their character, I don't know about Dopo or Joan, but I know that the other guys are characters from comics. So he stays there while he plans his revenge. And so I had what was it called? What that's called, where you think something went one way, but it actually happened a different way in the movie. Whatever that's called. I had one of those moments. I forget what it's called. Mandela effect. I had a Mandela effect moment because I thought that the whole thing was that Saint's bodyguard was having an affair with his wife. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. That's the thing. No, I remembered it wrong. Saint's bodyguard is gay. Will Patton's character is gay. And it's Frank who makes it look like they're having an affair. So I had a Mandela effect. It was a little bit backwards there, but yeah. Which does come to fruition towards the end. He freaks out and he kills them both, which, yeah. And he takes out the entire organization. Like I said, there's like 2 hired guns sent out to kill him first. There's this one guy, so it's been a diner, and he's got this guitar case. You think, oh, it's going to be like a shotgun or something. And no, it's a guitar. He sings a song. I don't know if this character's from the comics or not, but like he sings a song, and then when Frank goes to leave, he follows him in a car, and they have a fight. Frank wins, of course, and then he fights the Russian, played by Kevin Nash. And if you were watching wrestling in mid to late 2003, pre SummerSlam, and you're thinking, well, why did Kevin Nash shave his head? They did a hair versus hair match, Nash versus Jericho, and Nash lost and had to shave his head, had to cut his hair, and it's because he was playing the Russian in this movie, and so he had to film his scenes, and so they wrote that in as the stipulation for the match, which ironically Chris Jericho would cut his hair later, come back in 2007 with short hair, but then now he has long hair again. But I'm just saying. But yeah, and it's a great fight scene with that song playing in the background. Yeah, but then the bodyguard, Will Patton's character, shows up, and we get a torture scene that I couldn't. I mean, they don't show it, thank God, because watching WrestleMania 35 when Triple H pulled up Batista's nose ring thing was bad enough, but they decided to pluck all the piercings out of his. Apparently, that's taken the comics too, so give or take that. But yeah, they do that, and I'm like, yeah. They don't show it. They cut away every time that they got to do it, but it's just the thought of it, man. No, do that. Yeah, like I said, Howard, Saint, he goes nuts. He kills Will Patton's character, and then he finds out from the wife. He's like, no, he was gay, but he doesn't believe her, and then he throws her off a bridge. Seriously, he throws her off a bridge, and she dies, and then Punisher shows up. Basically, Frank shows up and said, oh, hey, I've been playing you. I killed everyone in your organization, and I made you kill your best friend and your wife, basically. And then they have a showdown, and he kills Saint. I don't know if Saint's from the comics, but I think he was a decent villain in this. It worked for what they were going for. And like I said, there's some decent action scenes in this. Thomas Jane is a badass Punisher. It's a shame we never got to see him again. It does end with him first. I thought this was really weird. He goes back to the apartment building and he's going to kill himself. Which, after all that, I don't know. It seems very moot. Like, you've avenged your family and now you just, okay, I did it. I'm going to kill myself now. And it's like, that's... What was the point of doing all that then if you can't live with the satisfaction? Like, you're going to kill yourself. But you did all that. Why do that if you're not going to live for the rest of your life with the satisfaction knowing that you got revenge, that you got the guy responsible, and you're just going to... But he sees a vision of his wife somehow and decides not to do it. And then leaves a bunch of money to the 3 tenant people. And takes off and says he will now avenge people. He will take down the crackheads, the dope fiends, the rapists, all that bad stuff. And he's the Punisher. So, yeah. And like I said, it's too bad we never saw this one again. There is like a short called like Dirty Laundry or something. But we never saw this version of the Punisher again. Except, and I'm telling you this, Sam Raimi wanted a crossover with Thomas Jane's Punisher. Problem was, they were owned by different companies. This came out a little bit earlier than Spider-Man 2. It was in the same year, right? But Sam Raimi wanted a crossover with them, but they couldn't do that. Different studios, different rights owners. However, if you were watching Spider-Man 2, at the end of the film, when Mary Jane is running in her wedding dress to go see Peter, she's running through this park. I think it's Central Park. I don't know. She's running through this park, and you can see Thomas Jane, stunt double, standing quickly in the background as she's running through. That was meant to be the Punisher. That's as good as they could get it. I don't think he's wearing like the shirt. Oh, let's talk about the shirt here. This isn't over this, but it at a glance, it does look like him. And I did, like, before I go on this tangent, I'm talking about the shirt. The shirt, I understand, I kind of like how he gets it here. His son gave him the shirt. And so when it's times like revenge, he wears the shirt. Like it means something. I like that. I don't know if that's from the comics, but I really like that. Now, the Punisher is probably one of my favorite Marvel Comics characters. And he's one of the few characters I would have loved to see crossover with Spider-Man. Like I had a wish list. Like there was Iron Man, which we got. Now Iron and Doctor Strange, but they didn't cross over in a way I thought they would, like teaming up and having a final battle against the bad guys. Both of those cases, it was mostly Spider-Man, which is fine. You know, Spider-Man's movie, have him take the lead. You know, that was one of the things at first when I saw Spider-Man Homecoming, I was like, wait, Iron Man didn't help him stop Vulture. Shouldn't he have? No, it was Spider-Man's movie. Same thing in Doctor Strange. In A No Way Home. Doctor Strange was there, but he didn't help him take down the bad guys at the end. He helped him put him back, I guess. But and even Nick Fury, to an extent, didn't help him take down Mysterio. He did it himself, only to be screwed over. So it is Spider-Man's movies. But those are two of the wish lists that actually came true to be in a movie with him, you know. And like after Homecoming came out, they're like, oh hey, what MCU character you always wanted to see in the next one? Because they're gonna do that. They're gonna put one in each one. I'm like, I want Doctor Strange. We got him in No Way Home, but and I guess they're gonna distance from that, even though that I don't know. Maybe that was just the 3 deal, but yeah. And so there was, so like I said, there it was. Oh, I was talking another one, sort of, but it was Iron Man, Doctor Strange, Punisher, Daredevil. We got a cameo from Charlie Cox as Matt Murdock, so that sort of counts. Wolverine, yeah, wishing one had shit in the other, right? And there were 6. I called him the Spider-Man 6. Well, he was the 6th one, but also Morbius could have been one. I don't know if you'll ever get that, but it was the 5 that I wanted to team with him to be the Spider-Man 6 was those 5. You know, Iron Man, Doctor Strange, Punisher, Wolverine, and Daredevil. But you know, Blade was another one. Actually, Blade was in the Spider-Man 6. Doctor Strange was not, because he was all outlandish, and maybe to a point even Iron Man wasn't. But like, Blade was one of the Spider-Man 6. That could happen. They're adapting Blade, but I don't know. But the biggest, you know, but it was, you know, it was a wish list, you know. But yeah, but yeah, this movie was really good, really good. I loved watching it. I'm gonna give Punisher pretty good. Okay, time to roll the dice. Let's see what the next movie in this series is. We have a 6. And I'll show you. I forgot to show you last time when I did it, but that's a 6. 6. Okay? Up. Over. Hello. Okay. Stupid thing is. Okay. So. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we'll be using 1 dice, the red one, of course, for the remainder of this series. And what do we have? We open it like these. Wanted. Okie dokie. Let's get the case out. All right. This is Wanted. Movie I actually tried to watch for a review. It's for like a Modern Monday. I don't think I ever did it. So, there it is. Wanted. Yes. So, what are your thoughts on The Punisher? Comment below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.